Xander Schauffele and Justin Thomas are two of the biggest names in golf, and getting the chance to spend a half-day with them in Florida was an incredible opportunity. While we spent time on the driving range discussing swing drills and ways to improve, the conversation quickly turned to some more intriguing topics, like whether winning a team event, such as the Ryder Cup, feels more rewarding than capturing a major championship. But one question I had to ask both pros was about something many amateur golfers struggle with: the 60-degree wedge. Known for its high loft and tricky nature, it has a reputation for being difficult to hit consistently. Golf icon Lee Trevino even called it the worst thing that ever happened to a high handicapper. Naturally, I was curious to hear what Schauffele and Thomas thought about it. Xander Schauffele, a two-time major champion, shared his perspective first. "I think amateurs are trying to have some fun, too," he said. "I understand what Trevino was saying because a 56-degree wedge is plenty. I grew up only using a 56, but once I got a 60, I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible." Despite his excitement, Schauffele noted that 56 degrees is often sufficient for most amateurs. "For the most part, if amateurs only used a 56-degree wedge, and I feel like myself at times, they'd chip better," he explained, highlighting how a slightly lower loft can make short game shots easier to control. Justin Thomas offered a practical approach, focusing less on the club and more on the practice behind it. "I think that, whether you have a 60-degree or not, just practice it more, that's the main issue," Thomas said. "You're not chipping poorly because you're using a 60 instead of a 56. It's because you're not practicing enough." His advice reinforced the timeless lesson in golf: equipment is only as effective as the skill you develop through repetition. For amateur golfers, the takeaway is clear. The 60-degree wedge isn't inherently bad, but it does require attention, patience, and consistent practice. Understanding your strengths and limitations, and putting in the reps, will make your short game much more effective. Whether you stick with a 56 or embrace the challenge of a 60, dedicating time to learn how the club reacts in different situations is what truly makes the difference. Watching Schauffele and Thomas share their insights was a reminder that even the best players focus on fundamentals and practice relentlessly. They both stressed that confidence and comfort with your clubs, combined with consistent repetition, are what separate good shots from great ones. For anyone looking to improve, the lesson is simple: get out on the range, experiment, and put in the work. For more tips and instruction, subscribe to Rainmakers Golf Club on YouTube and continue improving your game with guidance from the pros.